Alright, we're back here with 55% Link level 10 AGL Carnival Goku. That is definitely a mouthful to say here, but I think he'll be looking pretty good. We're going to take him against Red Zone Broly here again, linked up with Gohan and stuff like that. I got him in slot 7, that's pretty cool, but that means we're going to have our guard for a long time. We're able to get a couple of hits taken here as well, so that's going to be very, very important. Don't really have to worry about the Kid Goku support right here, so... Again, this Goku, I tested him off a little off camera after the initial, like, kind of fight I had against the Metal Cooler core stage. And again, I'm very, very impressed by this guy. Offensively, he definitely could be much better early starting on. But he definitely is very, very powerful defensively. Now, he does want to take 9 hits for his full defense, for his full offense, I mean, my bad. And from there, he actually is able to do some pretty solid damage offensively. One extra difference as well from the last time is I actually do have a level 5 defensive equip on this guy, and I gave him a level 5 additional. So he has 10 additional in here. He should be looking a lot better in terms of his actual defensive numbers compared to what we saw in the last video. On top of that, you may see like an additional here or there, right? Because he does have the additional 10% chance to get that off, which is not like, obviously it's uncommon, but it's not like, you know, something that's going to be extremely rare to get off. Now, if we're able to get the 9 attacks total from this Goku, what he gets is 59% extra defense. That is multiplicative, which is going to be a pretty huge buff. And then 120% attack. That extra 120% attack is a massive game changer for his defense. It's just so much. It really is a big difference for this guy. Now, for the first 6 turns, of course, he has his guard ability, and then he has the extra stats that he gets. I don't feel like he's going to necessarily need that against the final Broly phase, but we'll see how that works out here. Again, I'm going to be focusing on Goku. Obviously, Gohan's not really going to be the character where I'm like, yeah, I got to make sure Gohan takes these attacks here. So Goku's at 370k defense here. He did stack once last turn. One extra thing I do want to know is, at least specific for this Goku, his full defense passive is not yet fully built up at all. So after this attack, he does have his extra 59% defense right there, bam, which again did proc after the super. He does need to take, what, 4 more attacks now to get his full actual, what's the word? The word escaped my mind. The offense passive, right? And he's building a crit chance with each attack he gets up to 59% as well. So he's very, very close to being fully built up here. Going and getting a stack here too is pretty nice, I'd say. And okay, perfect. I think we do kill this turn. I want to try and kill next turn if we can, but I don't know. Actually, one thing I realized is I didn't bring like a Sensu. No, I brought a Sensu, but I didn't bring like a Whis. So it may be difficult for us to get past the AoE phase. And if we do die here, I guess we'll just hop back in. I don't think it's going to be that bad though. We should be looking pretty strong overall. I'll get this with you. I'll grab this. I really want to get 7 key spheres though if I can. But I guess I'll do this here that I can 100% get 7. I mean, yeah, 9 key spheres here is quite good. So I guess I'll just grab this here. And we get the full damage reduction with Kid Goku. So Kid Goku himself should be looking good. I think we could like one turn this Broly here very, very easily depending on how our rotations go. One thing I do want to point out about this Goku is he does have a high chance to counter Ki Blast super attacks. But it's a counter, right? So it's basically he has to evade, then he does the counter. So what happens is, against bosses like this Broly who do nullify the dodge mechanic, he is unable to actually counter against it, which is very unfortunate. I wish that it was like a nullify then counter for like this Goku, because it's specifically Ki Blast and it's only 50% chance, but that's just not something we're gonna be able to see, which is very, very upsetting, but it is what it is, right? I can't really control that. Okay, I'll just put Goku here. Yeah, we'll just get this with Goku. I think we might die here because of the circumstances we're in. If Broly supers like slot 1 instantly, we're kind of cooked. Yeah, because again, Gohan can't get his damage reduction, Bardock can't super attack, but Goku obviously is going to take his double digits there. Yeah, absolutely destroyed. Let me hop back in. Thank goodness for the infinite attempts. Alright, another rotation here. So Goku has only taken a few hits, but this turn we're going to actually see him with support. I think that'll be pretty cool to see. I don't want to push Bardock off. Should I use the active skill here? Could we kill this turn with the active? We might. I think I'll use the active skill right now. Let's get the active skill. And so he has 500k defense, but keep in mind his defense passive hasn't popped in yet. So he still has a lot of defense he can get. I mean, pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and at least play this though. Yeah, if his full offense passive was here, it would do obviously a lot more, but can't really control that here. I'm just gonna try and kill here. If not, I just have to. I forgot to bring a Whis again because I'm quite a funny guy, right? Yeah, no way we're gonna kill here because he doesn't have his full passive active. The extra attack he gets is so massive, but it's just not something you gonna see until you're like really later into these fights. Like he still needs to take 3 attacks for it to be active here. Like Gohan and Goku are gonna be fine, but this Bardock at the end is like that first attack he has to take. It really sucks. I could have kept Bardock on rotation, but obviously Goku looks best with Gohan on rotation, right? So I guess it was good to at least show the active skill just to get this turn in here, but I should hop back in again one more time. Go on to obviously tank that a lot better than before though. So I want to show this turn since I believe we do actually have Goku's full passive here in terms of his full defense with the support for Bardock. He's at 800k defense here and he's still stacking. He has the guard ability here. And then on top of this, he's actually going to be able to, I believe, take the full total of 9 hits here. So that's really good. Obviously 6.12 is not a good attack, so I'd say he's free dupe, but still. Now once we see his attack, we'll be able to see his attack like shoot up once we actually are able to get the 120% extra attack. Whenever that pops in here, we can see it now. Yeah, down there 13.4 million. You can see right there at the bottom of the screen where his face is. That's really good there. So yeah, Goku's not fully built up. He's going to keep stacking. Now, one thing about him is that he will lose the 59% attacking defense and his guard because it's going to be past the 6 turns. But we'll see how he's looking like from there against, you know, the AoE phase and stuff like that. I did make sure to bring the Whis this time, so we're not going to have troubles getting past him. Alright, so here's the next turn. So it's going to be a major drop-off, I feel. Well, he's still at 700k, okay. But again, you have to keep in mind he does lose the guard ability. That's very important. So we're going to keep getting stacks with them. Since I used a double Whis here, I'm just going to... I'll grab this here. But since I used a double Whis, I just put Gohan in the first slot. So Gohan could also take some extra attacks here. That'll be pretty important here. Just we're not able to really avoid the AoE in this specific situation, just because the Bardock's obviously has a slot 3 unit, they want to super first. If Bardock was able to super attack first, maybe we would be able to avoid it, but not really. So yeah, he's sitting at 9.4 mil attack stat here now that we don't actually have any support or, you know, the actual intro buff, but he does have a 59% chance to crit now that is fully built up. That is part of his passive, so that's really good. I think that Goku be just looking quite strong here, so we're gonna try and get Bardock back on a rotation with them against the actual AGO Broly. I think that's what most people want, you know, we want to see essentially. What he's gonna do against AoE Broly, and what is he gonna do against the AGL Broly, right? I mean, AoE Broly, pretty obvious what's gonna happen there. So let me again skip forward, and we'll hopefully see that rotation. Alright, so we're back here. I could use the active skill if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to keep things like this. So it's at 810k defense. I feel like Broly's super attack with the one-shot him, but we kind of have to put this guy in slot 1, right? There's not really another slot I could put this guy at. This attack Bardock at the end, yeah, mine hasn't really gotten any super attacks off. If Broly instantly supers, we're dead, I would assume so, yeah. If Goku does get a super off first, I think Goku actually could live a super here. Now, we'll see. Is 800k enough? I don't know if 800k is enough for Goku to live this. We'll see here. Yeah, actually, he did live. Okay, look at that, Goku. He lived this right here. And one thing I do want to point out with Goku, I don't know if Bardock at the end will tank well enough. How much HP do we have left? Yeah, I'm not sure about Bardock at the end right here. But the thing about, well, I guess one thing I want to know about Goku, his 12k super attack, he still raises defense for the turn. That counts as another extra stack essentially for the turn, which is very good. Gohan should be fine, but Bardock at the end, I don't think he's going to be able to tank that normal attack just because he's gotten no like attacks whatsoever at all. That sucks. If I could have used his active skill, maybe would have been okay, but Goku can heal. If you're under 40% HP or below at the end of turn, yeah, we died anyways, of course. Below 40% HP at the end of the turn, he does recover 59%. Right, that's really, really good. I'm muted because I don't want the in-game audio to play like after this because, you know, the copyright, but I want to get one more rotation with Goku here. So let me hop in one more time and then I think we'll end it from there. My mic was muted, but I'm back here. Anyways, I forgot to use the Whis last turn. I thought I did, but I didn't. So we're going to use the double Whis here. We're in turn 9, which is pretty funny. But my rotations were really, really bad. I just had a Goku in the first slot. So we're able to have Goku really build up here. Goku has his full passive active as well. So we'll be kind of cooking here. Just kind of showing this extra little rotation. And we're going to have physical Bardock there, so I think Goku will be looking very, very powerful. So again, here's a very similar 9.4 mil attack stat. He has his full crit built up now. So on that turn, we'll see. We're going to have... Okay, we got the additional here, actually. It's good to get this animation here. Very, very good to see. Okay, we're kind of gaming. We're here. Okay, and he got a crit right there. That's a 59% built-in crit chance. He does have that free dupe level. So from here, we'll just... I'm gonna... Oh, dang, you know what sucks? The Dokkan attack. I think I'll still get it with you. Yeah, it's nothing I can't avoid it. I'm gonna miss the nodes, though, so that we don't actually kill here. And then hopefully we'll see Broly super attack the Goku with his defense, like, stacked up here. I mean, turn 10, I feel like, is probably where you start saying, okay, especially for these newer red zones, it is unrealistic. But I do think that eventually we're going to get longer red zones again. But right now, red zone, I would say, is focused on the first few turns. But the thing is that, think about this Goku, I think that's good to show, again, for these, like, longer events. The first, like, you know, 5-6 turns, he has his guard ability active, right? And content is really focused on that. So, you know, I've seen some people say, hey, what about when longer events come out and, you know, this Goku runs out of his passive? I feel like for that, like, 7th turn where he doesn't have his guard active, there could be troubles against these major boss super attacks. But once you're past that, I feel like he'll be looking very, very good. I mean, considering, again, this is 55% here, I have a dupe on this guy. So, yeah, he's well over 1 million defense here. Let me get the active skill again. I think I'll skip it this time. We already saw what it does, right? So we're going to get this extra damage, and that's pretty good overall. We'll put Goku in slot 1 here. I can't get the 24 key. And well, if I do this, I could. But Gohan, if he gets supered instantly, I'm just dead, right? So can't really do that. So I'll have Goku do this. Yeah, I guess that's one thing. Like, once his intro animation runs out, his key is definitely not nearly as good as it could be. But he's hitting 10 mil here, getting guaranteed crit. If we got higher, I feel like he could have hit like 10.5 mil or something, like with the extra key. And right here, he's going to eat this for I would assume at most 300k damage, right? Considering there's no damage reduction or anything. Yeah, 230k is very, very good. And another thing, Bardock will take damage at the end. I guess one last thing I could actually show is the heal Goku can do. So, again, I said it earlier, but if you end the turn under 40% HP, Goku gives you a 59% heal. That's a really huge heal to be able to get from a character that's just built in. It's a very good, like, it's, how do I explain? It's like not really like a revival, but like, you know, it will help very much turn the tide of battle around. We're under 40%, are we? No, I don't think we are actually. No, we're not, but we could get this here, I guess, whatever. I think we kill this turn no matter what, so I'm just gonna end things here. So I'm pretty impressed. This Goku has been really impressing me at 55%, man. Like, putting the dupe in with him, he's gonna be cracked. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a separate showcase with the dupe in. I might go in for a second one. I'll decide later, but let me know what y'all thinking. And thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.